guys, and welcome to Microphone Check. I'm your host, Monique Pettaway, and today I am in the beautiful area of Midtown Mobile at the intersection of Benton Spur and Old Shell Road. And that is where you'll find Mitchell Pro Health. This city has rich history, architecture, and a lot of hidden gems. These hidden gems that I'm referring to are entrepreneurs. I sat down with Mitchell Edwards, and he shared with me the importance of being humble, not to be afraid to ask for help, and to always display professionalism. He says it's all about trusting God's timing and the process. Well, thank you for joining me today, Mitchell. I'm so glad that you've taken the time out of your busy day to share with the world what you're doing in your industry. So, Mitch, you are in the fitness industry. So there are a lot of people who are in this industry, but you are excelling above and beyond what everyone else is doing because you have clients who are getting true results. Okay. So tell us, who is Mitchell Edwards?
Well, Mitchell Edwards is the guy you just said, someone that's excelling in his business just to get results. I am a citizen of Mobile, Alabama, went to Viger High School, grew up in the hood, Plateau to be exact, and I've always been this kid to have a dream and to dream big. I've always been also the kid to live outside of my neighborhood. I have two kids, Mitchell and Megan. My son is 19, my daughter is 17. She's still in school, about to graduate out of Baker. Mitch is graduated out of Baker. He's doing very well. He's off in college at Clark University. My daughter just got accepted in Alabama over the holidays, so she is excited. So I was a single parent ever since my kids been from 2 to 4 years old. So I've always had my hands full in activities with helping, and it started with my kids. So it left from there, and I ended up becoming a loan originator. I was a loan officer for about 14 years because I love helping people. When the economy crashed in '08, after strong prayer with God, I asked God, okay, God, what can I do next? And I was already into fitness. And I've always been this scrawny kid in school. You ask who was Mitchell Edwards, this scrawny kid out the hood, basically. So I've always been this scrawny kid growing up, and I never liked the way I looked as far as my confidence level was down, self-esteem level was low. So I changed it. And once I began to change it by getting fit and healthy, I said, I think others can benefit off the knowledge that I'm learning, that I have learned from others. So that is who Mitchell Edwards is in a whole. I love giving and helping people. So.
Well, awesome. Well, in your industry, physical fitness, okay, what sets you apart from everybody else in the industry? Because there are several, physical fitness places around here that people can join. Okay. What sets you apart and what makes people want to join Mitchell Pro Health?
I think what sets me apart is my love for the game, and this, should I say, the business. I try to stay very professional in everything that I do, even in joking. There's only so far you can go, especially when you're dealing with your clients. I have a heart for my clients and just for people just to do well and just to do better, even better than myself. So if there is something in me that can give, I'm a huge giver. And I'm a man of God, so therefore God has blessed me to be a server. And I am a huge servant to others. So I enjoy just serving and helping others, Monique. And I think what stands me out more than anything, even all the things I said before that, is humbleness. I like to consider myself as staying humble as possible. Professional, humble, and I listen to people. And if there's any way I can help their life easier, that's my job. So I think people love to come here because of my personality. I'm very attentive to my clients. I listen to my clients, and I love what I do. And people can feel when they're wanted, and when you love what you do. So that's what I think that stands me out from the rest.
Well, you mentioned the give back. What are some of the ways that you give back to the community?
I am a motivational speaker, have been a motivational speaker even since I was a loan officer. When I was a loan officer, I would help people, first-time home buyers, refinance their home, first-time financing, people that needed credit counseling, help with the credit that didn't know how to first start to buying a home. So I did seminars then, and I'm still doing seminars now, even when it comes to training as far as eating, because I am a certified nutritionist also. Go down some forward. 12, 13, come on, 14, 15. There you go. Come see, waist already set. Don't pull behind your neck, okay? All right. Just go 10 in the back, 10 in the front. One set, okay? Push on it. There you go. Come on. I know it's hard. Give me 3 more. Go. 1, push. 30, 30. Come on, Jen. Awesome. Good. Good, good. All right, I'm swinging your leg first. Relax. So here we go. We're gonna do 10 midway, 10 all the way up, 10 calves. Okay. Yeah. All right, let's go. Push up. Walk up. Walk up. Not that high. Right there. Good. Let's go. 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 All right, let's go to work. Oh yeah, walk. Seven, 5 circles. 14, 7 on each side. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, high five. Good. Good. Awesome. I like to help people increase their ability to do whatever they want to do. So, saying that to say this, I do a free boot camp every Saturday at Mount Hebron Church, the Bright Spot. I do have clients that I know that maybe cannot afford the training, or that tries to stretch their budget to afford the training. Mm-hmm. And blessed for the God has blessed me with that. I don't have to answer nobody, so I don't have to check with management to see if I can, do a little give back. So I welcome them in.
And that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
That is definitely a blessing.
I'm like this, Monique. God blessed me to be a blessing. He teach me to be a teacher. He has given to me to be a giver. He has taught me to be a teacher. So that's what I try to give back to my clients. So any kids that I train, that I know the parents is low budgeting or having, issues with it, I welcome them. Tell them come on in. Because just like me being that strawny kid, they may be going through low self-esteem issues, and I love to change that in their life also because I've been there. Mm-hmm. So that's how I give back. Free boot camp, and I try to help those that are having hard times, that want to help themselves.
I might have to take you up on that.
Come on, yeah, come on, yeah, all right.
So for the business person, so the individual that is looking to start their own business, what would you say is the overall key to your success?
Let me start by saying prayer. I have a favorite verse, Monique, and my favorite verse is Matthew 6, verse 33. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Mm-hmm. These things meaning whatever you want. And I think that's what I did. So I would 100% say start there. Seek God, ask God, tell God what you want and ask him if that's his will. So I would start there. Afterwards, God will put everything in place for you. Do not be afraid to ask questions. I'm huge with that. I train a lot of business owners. So when I knew I was going to open up my business, God has already blessed me with the atmosphere, being in an atmosphere with business owners. So I excuse me, went with them and took, asked them questions, how do I do this, and how do I do this lease, how do I do this contract, and tax questions. I ask questions. So, somebody that's looking to open their business, you can't be afraid to ask questions. Once again, you have to humble yourself enough to know that you need answers to unanswered questions that you may have in your head. So I would highly recommend seek God first and don't be afraid to ask questions.
That's awesome. I think a lot of people need to hear that, because I think a lot of people tend to want to do things on their own. So that is powerful. Prayer is the first step in any venture that an individual needs to take.
Right.
So what would be some words of encouragement that you would give to that young person out there who's trying to be successful in their business? What would you say to them?
Words of encouragement I would give to them is don't stop living the dream. Don't stop dreaming. Because if you're not dreaming, you have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Wherever you set your mind, no matter how far stretched it may seem, stick with it and never give up. It's just like running a race. It's not always about winning in that race. It's about finishing that race. So once you have that dream and planning in your head and what you really want to do, accomplish it. Don't stop until you finish. A delay with God don't mean denial. So I would highly recommend, once you plan it in your head and you know that God has told you this is what you can have, then go get it. You're going to have some bumps, but get back up and keep on moving. Go get it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people want to quit sometimes, but they have to know that they have to continue to get up.
Right.
God, thank you so much.
Right. In order to be successful in it,
Yeah.
you got it. Because even once you get it, Monique, you're still going to have bumps in the road. Then what you going to do? Stop? After God has blessed you with it? Yeah. Nah, it's not that easy. Yeah. So every day with me is a struggle. Some days more than others. But then I look at the brighter picture. What gets me out of my bed every single morning, Monique, I can't call in like the average person and say, man, I don't feel like getting up. Do I get tired? Absolutely, yes. But I cannot call in and say, I ain't feeling it this morning. And I have those mornings because I start at 4:30 in the morning. By 5 a.m., 4:30, 5 a.m., I have been to train probably about maybe 10 clients during that time. So I have so many people to call in to, if I want to sleep in. I don't have one person to call in to, not to mention, I have to think this is what starts their day. If I have kids, middle school kids, to come to me at 5 a.m. to train, I need to get my grown butt out the bed and help that kid and their parents train before they go off to school. Because when I was young, I wasn't going to get up 5 a.m. to train. So much respect to those kids. So once again, it's about pushing yourself aside and putting others first. That's me. I enjoy what I do, and God bless me with the gift of serving, and that's what I do. Mitch, you got to get up and serve. This ain't about you. Get your butt up. So that's what I do when things get tough and hard, even mentally. I think of others, and it moves my butt.
Awesome. So you've had a lot of success in your business, but I know people see success in the end. A lot of people don't see what it took for you to get there. What would you say has been your biggest struggle or your biggest challenge? Because some business owners don't believe you should have challenges, or they don't see the challenge, or they quit when there's a barrier. What has been your biggest challenge for you, and how did you, as a business owner, overcome that?
Monique, I would have to say my biggest challenge probably has been mentally within myself, as far as me beating up myself. I always second question myself. How do I know if I'm doing well right now? How do I know it's going to stop? How far is it going to go? Is it going to end? It's just temporarily. Am I producing the way that God wants me to produce? Am I producing good enough for my clients? Am I going to get the results from my clients that they want me to get from them? Are they going to get the results from themselves that they're looking to get? Am I going to lose this client if they don't lose this weight, in a certain amount of time that they have set for themselves? Those has been my biggest challenges as far as worries. And of course, we all know worries is not of God. Yeah. So, and the way I accomplished that, honestly, Monique, and I'm just going to go and put it out there. I'm not perfect by a long shot, but every morning, especially during the week, no matter what, I wake up to my TV on TBN or the Hillsong channel or the Word channel. Saying that to say this, I have to listen to encouraging words, you know, to encouraging words. So when I hear stories of overcoming fear, basically, that's what keeps me moving. So I seek God, and God says in His Word, He rewards those who diligently seek Him.
Amen.
So I constantly seek Him for strength, you know, out of my worries, and I think that's how I, you know, have overcome my fears and my fallbacks that I thought I was going to have. So, and those that I have had, you know, a lot of times we beat ourselves up and we don't even know it. But that was my issue as far as setback, is me beating myself up. So.
Awesome. Well, Mitch, thank you so much for sharing your story and your journey with us today. Are there any last words that you want to share with our viewers today?
Monique, I would just say, once again, if you have a dream, don't stop until you accomplish it. Don't give up. Hang around what you want to be around. Ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask God first, but then ask those that are in that atmosphere that you want to be in order for you to get there. Just don't give up. Dream big. Do whatever it takes the right way to accomplish that dream.
Awesome. Thank you.
And stay humble.
Most definitely stay humble.
Yes, yes. So that's it. Make everybody try to make your clients happy. You know, we have fun here, Monique. You know, we express ourselves here. We're like one big family here at Mitchell Pro Health. So if the question was asked, what is Mitchell Pro Health? It is a place where you can come and you can be you. I have a lot of people come here just to relieve stress, you know, just to get away and work on themselves.
Awesome.
So here they can do that. We're going to laugh, we're going to joke, we're going to play, we're going to kid around, but we're going to get the job done.
Awesome. Thanks for being here today, Mitch.
You're
Thanks
so
for sharing
welcome.
your story with us.
I'm waiting on you to join. Come on, Monique.
I'm coming.
I know you are. It's been good. Thanks for having me, man.
Thank you. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's show. I want to give a special thank you to Mitchell Edwards for sharing with us his journey and his business, and for reminding us to always be humble and professional. Tune in next time to see what hidden gems we'll uncover. I'm your host, Monique Pettaway, and thanks for tuning in to Microphone Check.